Standing on the edge of the crater, like the prophets once said, and the ashes are all cold now, no more bullets, and the embers are dead.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, Big Boss Gaming here for a highly requested video that you guys want me to do. Sorry for the wait, you guys. I had to get another Sony Vegas Pro 12 trial due to the one program I was using for a trial won't let me export the whole entire countdown, aka the top 10. So I had to do the video all over again and redo some things that I like that I couldn't do before. So before you post anything in the comments, you don't have to tell me the controversy about the game's length, how it's 3 hours long and it's not worth the game's asking price and everything else, and it's $20. But you don't have to tell me, you guys. I already know. Kojima wouldn't ask this for himself either. Kojima wanted this to be together with the Phantom Pain, but you can't develop two games at once, so he wanted to do the prologue first, then the Phantom Pain. Plus, Konami wouldn't allow that, so he had to do one or the other, so which we got the prologue first. So you don't have to worry, the game's almost here, and we all cannot wait to play it, and so as I. So before I like to start, I would have to say a couple of things before the video starts. I would like to know that this footage belongs to Konami and Kojima Productions. It's because I don't want to get a copyright notice and everything else. So this belongs to Konami and Kojima Productions, and this is my honest opinions about this top 10. So please enjoy. Let's go on to number 10, shall we?
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching.
Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater is the most known song in the franchise. You're probably asking, why is Metal Gear Solid 3 part of the countdown? Well, let me give you three things straight. It was the best game in the franchise, it had a good soundtrack, and the best good game mechanics. You're probably asking, how is this song Snake Eater part of it? Well, in every Metal Gear Solid game, it always has that good song that it fits in with the game, which Metal Gear Solid 3 proves it. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater's song Snake Eater proves the song of Naked Snake before he became Big Boss. It tells the story how he became it. And here's another example. Here's to You. It's in the credits in Metal Gear Solid 4. Here, take a listen.
I'm still in a dream. Oh, here's to you, Nicola. Rest forever here in our hearts. The last and final moment is yours, and I believe your triumph.
Metal Gear Solid 4 had the best song in the credits, and this was remade to a sense in Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. If fans already know about Metal Gear Solid 4, it was a very touching and plus, a lot of fans, some irritating ending. I don't want to spoil too much, but it's a very good song, Here's to You. And here's it again in Ground Zeroes. Just to give everyone a notice, put on both of your earbuds, or if you have speakers, please listen. That's right folks, that was from Metal Gear Solid 4's Here's to You. It was just redone and reproduced, and it's the same song by a different album. Well, since Ground Zeroes has pretty good music, let's listen to what Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain has to offer.
The signs never die. Can't watch the blood on her hands. Let the world fill us all. It's just means to an end. Our salvation lies beyond the true lies of the night.
Alright folks, Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain is gonna offer a very good soundtrack, like I was saying about Metal Gear Solid 3. Sins of the Father, Not Your Kind of Nuclear, and the recent new one that I can't remember of. Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain offer a lot for us. And so is Ground Zeroes with its pretty good soundtrack with the orchestra. So I hope you guys can't wait, and let's go on number 9, shall we?
Words that kill.
While we wait for Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain to arrive on September 1st, what Metal Gear game can we wait until The Phantom Pain releases? Well, there's always Ground Zeroes, but people have a controversy because of its hours and anything. You're probably thinking, should I just go on YouTube and look at how you play and not get used to it on Phantom Pain? I would rather not, because KOJIMA should suggest people to play Ground Zeroes to get used to the controls and its mechanics. What you're watching right now, it's me playing Ground Zeroes the speedrun. You may recognize from all of my videos. You should check them out in my channel, but this is me playing it. It may look easy, but it's rather difficult once you get used to the game. I was a newbie at first, but I'm getting used to it. But here's somebody playing the Gamescom 2014 gameplay. Here, check it out.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Gamescom 2014 presentation of Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain. 2 months ago at E3 we showed off various features of the game as we snuck through this stage to accomplish our mission. Today we'll play through the same stage but show you how the same mission can feel completely different depending on the various factors such as route and time of day.
Marker placed.
Back at E3, you remember there were guards at this post, but you'll notice that they're not here anymore. So already we're seeing some variation in the mission. But that said, it looks like there are 2 soldiers heading this way in a vehicle, so let's go ahead and leave a little surprise for them.
Go on.
It may look easy by a player who's doing the game while the person's documents about it. It's going to be really difficult for people who didn't play Ground Zeroes and getting used to the controls and its mechanics, because Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain, like I said, is going to be bigger, and people got to play this to make sure everything's right. If you think you can do this professionally, be my guest, but this game will help you out for the Phantom Pain. Let's go on to number 8, shall we? So, before I like to continue, you should check him out. His name in the description. He does gameplays, walkthroughs, and commentaries of every game that releases. So please check him out. Name in the description, like always. Thank you. What takes a good stealth game? Great mechanics, great story, and the graphics gotta be good. You're probably thinking, Assassin's Creed 2 and 4 had the best stealth mechanics, story, and graphics. I would have to agree with you. It's just I'm losing really interest in Assassin's Creed now. I was disappointed that Ubisoft didn't announce another Splinter Cell game. But since Assassin's Creed is pretty much now becoming a Call of Duty trend, I'm not so sure about Syndicate, because Unity came out last year and they announced a new one this year. Just no. But before we got Assassin's Creed in 2008, we got Splinter Cell. Splinter Cell Blacklist was the recent new one. I highly recommend to check this one out. And not to mention, this came out before Assassin's Creed. It came out around the PlayStation 2, Xbox, and GameCube era. It's a very well done game. There's another game I'd like to talk about. It's Hitman Absolution. You're probably thinking, how is this also a great stealth mechanic game? Well, deep in stealth game. It's like I said before. It's going to have great mechanics, a great story, or great graphics, which all three does for Splinter Cell and Hitman Absolution. Why am I saying Hitman Absolution is one of the good ones? It's because Hitman gets it right. It takes like a good realistic approach. It takes like, you pick up weaponry and you can, knock enemies conscious or knock them dead. And you can disguise. There are flaws in this game too. And so was Splinter Cell. And I'm really much pleased about both of them. In the new upcoming Hitman game, it looks pretty good and awesome. So if you guys have an Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3, check out Splinter Cell Blacklist and Hitman Absolution. Not to mention, we were waiting for another Metal Gear Solid game coming out. So, we're back to Metal Gear Solid 5. The last thing I'm going to say this. What takes a good game? Stealth mechanics, great story, and great graphics. Great story will be later in the video, and graphics is also. But this game has a very well done stealth. It may be different than Hitman and Splinter Cell, but this game gets the also job right. And I love the CQC in this game. It's a very well done put. That's a great stealth mechanic. You can knock down enemies, put them to sleep and everything. And heck, you can even get on behind a truck and sneak your way past your objective. How cool is that? But Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes takes the advantage of a great stealth game, with riding back on enemies' vehicles so you can get to your objective and do the stealth pretty much well done. Get a good rank and save, Chico and Paz, which the story will be later down in the video about those two. But Hideo Kojima got it right with Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes and the upcoming Phantom Pain's great stealth mechanics. Let's go on to number 7, shall we? Are you tired of first-person shooters?
I am an enemy.
Boring.
How?
Boring. Rank up! Master Sergeant Shooter Person! I am an enemy too. Bloody scream! So real.
Boring. 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 I am also an enemy. Boring. Oh. Boring. Boring. Boring.
Rank up! Master Sergeant Shooter Sergeant Person.
A freaking wall boundary stopped you from there.
Oh shit, the earth is even fucking moving a little bit. Oh my god, this looks so...
Wow, it actually is.
This looks fucking cool as hell. Hold on, let me go over here. Whoa, 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 what do you mean turn back? Oh fuck! Oh shit!
No, no!
And Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes is the game for you. It won't take you any boundaries. Just don't go on a mission. You'll go on a mission failed. It's a very good open world stealth game and everything else I was telling you about. Let's go on to number 6, shall we? So we can continue down through our countdown. You know what I'm saying? Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes is like the old saying, small things comes in big packages. Even though the prologue is like a couple hours long, like 2, or if you speedrun it takes like a couple of minutes, it seems like that way. But if you guys are one of those types of gamers that want to take this nice and steady, and you want to ride something to get to your objective, then you can do that. But Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes is a long wait for the Phantom Pain, and it offers really good stuff. Dynamic CQC the way I like it, big battlefield, and not to mention the right vehicles like a tank. It's really awesome, and I hope you guys would ride a vehicle to your objective. Let's go on to number 5. Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes runs on a powerful engine that Hideo Kojima calls a masterpiece. Let's take a brief moment to talk about the history of his engine. In 2008, after the development of Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots, Kojima was developing a new engine that can change in gaming history and his new IP, and that he said he would reveal the new engine at a later date. And so, 2 years later, during the behind the scenes of Metal Gear Solid HD Collection, Hideo Kojima would finally reveal his new engine. He calls it the Fox engine. IGN was amazed of the new engine, and people noticed something on Kojima's screen. All they saw was an African child, a horse, and a jungle. People thought it was his new IP he was talking about, but it was really early alpha footage of Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain. 1 year later, at Tokyo Game Show of 2012, Hideo Kojima revealed the new IP, but it was really Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. And people was curious how that kind of engine would work on PlayStation 3, and at the time it looked like PC graphics, so Hideo Kojima was going to prove how powerful the Fox engine was. So finally, Hideo Kojima at GDC 2013 that he would reveal Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain, and his crew run down the features of the Fox engine had. Did you know that Metal Gear Rising Revenge was gonna run on the Fox engine? So, that's basically it. The Fox engine is basically a powerful engine. But, I would just let you all know that I played this on PlayStation 3 first before the Xbox 360 at a later time. And let's just say it was worth it. People who own a last-gen console, I recommend getting this game. It's really worth it if you didn't upgrade to next-gen hardware yet, for the people who don't have enough money. And by the way, if you guys are going to upgrade, you will carry your save data to the next-gen version of the Phantom Pain, and that's pretty cool. And for PlayStation Network users who are going to play Metal Gear Online, you guys are good. But I got some bad news for Xbox 360 owners. Phil Spencer said at E3 2013 that Xbox Live services for the Xbox 360 will shut down. And I know how Xbox Live users are going to play Metal Gear Online 3 on Xbox 360 if it's going to shut down in 2016. So I hope you guys can upgrade by the time that you can get an Xbox One. I recommend it. So this is Power of the Fox engine. Let's go into number 4, shall we?
Can you hear me, Major Tom? This is Snake. Kept you waiting, huh?
Hardcore Metal Gear Solid fans may recognize his voice. For the people who are new and want to get Ground Zeroes, maybe this is David Hayter. He played the role of Big Boss, aka Naked Snake, in Solid Snake. He did the voices of Solid Snake in Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and number 4. He did the voice of Big Boss in number 3 and Peace Walker. But things changed when Ground Zeroes came out. And the voices change. Here, take a listen.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Was Kiefer Sutherland. Fans of the franchise were pretty pissed off, but people who got the chance to play it understand. But whenever you guys didn't play Ground Zeroes and didn't watch the whole walkthrough and the whole story, you probably were pissed off because of the voiceover. In the upcoming Phantom Pain, Kiefer Sutherland will return. The reason why of this decision is because while developing Ground Zeroes, David Hayter was going to make a return, but the voice director suggested Kiefer Sutherland. So when Kojima gave Kiefer a line, he sounded perfect for Big Boss. But before I like to continue, this is a one-time deal, people. He's only going to do Big Boss and Ground Zeroes and the Phantom Pain. He's not going to do any other Metal Gear game. But David Hayter might return into Phantom Pain, because if you guys saw the E3 2015 trailer, you already saw that Solid Snake was pretty much confirmed in the game, but as Yon. And they already teased something from the franchise. So what's my honest opinion about Kiefer's performance? I thought Kiefer Sutherland does a really excellent job for Big Boss, and it fits perfect of the story. I'm not saying David Hayter should return. He should return as Big Boss. It would be no different without him. And Big Boss with David Hayter's voice was still gone fine with Phantom Pain. But I'm just liking both if they were ever going to come back. And if you guys played Peace Walker, don't worry, the returning voices are coming. As Tara Strong, as Paz, and Chico's voice, I don't remember his name. Kazuo Miller as Robert, his last name I don't remember as also. They're all coming back for Ground Zeroes and the Phantom Pain. And before I would like to go on to number 3, I'll give you guys a really cool Did You Know moment. Did you know that Chico's voice was played by Pit? If you guys ever played Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS, you may hear Chico and Pit's voice. I thought I'd give you guys a little Did You Know moment. So, that's it for voice acting. Let's go on to number 3, shall we?
What took you so long?
Before I want to get started with number 3, just let me make a clarification for PC owners who are going to get this on digital. Same goes for Xbox Live Marketplace buyers and PlayStation Store buyers. I'd like to say I think you'll get a code for the exclusive content for the Phantom Pain. I don't know what's going on for you guys, but I think you'll get exclusive content. That's all I probably know so far. But let's continue with number 3. For the people who are getting this on disc, for PlayStation 4 owners or Xbox One owners, you will get 4 gigs minimum right here. So you don't have to worry about a big install on your hard drive. Now, you notice on the case this big red box around here. It says, unlock bonus items in Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain with your copy of Ground Zeroes. So, after you do that, you look at it and you think, cool, what will I get? I do not know yet, but I think it's going to be worth it. So right here, you open the case, you receive this. A code inside for the Phantom Pain to put into the Konami Core website, when I get to in a second. We'll say the same thing right here. For protective reasons, I already put this in, so I'm going to block the code for just in case. Konami Core. It's basically where you have to redeem it at. And there will be instructions how to do this. Basically, you put it in, you have to wait till September 1st to get a code. And I might as well do this just in case I won't get a copyright notice from Konami, which I probably going to send an email to them just to make a clarification before uploading this. Konami Gear. Gear up with your favorite merchandise. You can go buy this from Castlevania merchandise to Metal Gear Solid and Zone of Vendors, and you get a t-shirt. Get it now with your code of Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes, and this, of course, expired last year. I'm not making a big advertisement, but I just might as well get this out so Konami won't copyright my ass for showing footage of the Phantom Pain and Ground Zeroes. But personally, I uploaded, Metal Gear Solid, Ground Zeroes, speedruns and everything. So I will make an email to Konami to make sure with the clarification so I won't get this down, so I could give you guys reasons why to buy, of course, Ground Zeroes. After I told you all that, let's go on to number 2. Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes is the main sequel to Peace Walker. And so, here's what happened. Why Paz and Chico got captured. And spoiler incoming right now. The ending from Peace Walker was Paz betrays Big Boss. And Paz uses his Metal Gear that he built from Mother Base. So, Big Boss had to defeat the Metal Gear and her. And so, after a long boss fight, Paz got flown into the air into the ocean, and Big Boss was surprised because she was still alive after the explosion. So he told Kaz, and that's where Peace Walker ended. And so the whole story in Ground Zeroes was a fisherman picked up Paz, and so Skullface, the main protagonist, captured her. So when Big Boss, Kazuya, and Chico known, Chico sneaked out Mother Base to save Paz. There'll be a cassette tape how he managed to do that, but Chico got captured as also. So, you play as Big Boss to save Paz and Chico. And what's my honest opinion about the story? I thought Hideo Kojima did a good job. And I'm going to be fairly honest for everyone. This was my first Metal Gear Solid game I ever played on PlayStation 3. So, I was very confused at first. But later on in life, I got the HD collection. So I played 2, 3, and Peace Walker. I really wish I wanted to play Metal Gear Solid on the PlayStation or bought it from the store. I really wish I had it. But I really liked the story. I was confused. And by the way, for the people who are confused or are newcomers for Ground Zeroes, there will be a backstory to it in the main menu. So, I thought the story was very excellent, and I'm glad I played it. And I'm glad I played 2. 3 is my all-time favorite, and 4 was very good. And Peace Walker. So, this is basically the story about it. And I really loved it. So now, finally, the last but not least for my countdown, let's go to number 1, shall we?
ladies and gentlemen, when you...
Remember the time that you heard the KONAMI logo from your TV and your Castlevania Symphony of the Night case was right beside you? You were playing the best stealth game in 1998 of the PlayStation era, and that was just the beginning of a saga that Hideo Kojima created. Metal Gear Solid was the perfect stealth game of the PlayStation era that everybody recognized from all over the world. It was so popular it made a sequel. In 2001, we got Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty for the PlayStation 2. Even though Raiden was a coward back in the day, he's a badass in Metal Gear Solid 4 Revengeance. And the story was good. Even though Snake didn't have a longer story, it was still a good game in the end. And so, to forgive that whole Snake incident, in 2005 we got Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, like I said earlier in the video. It's one of my most favorite games in the franchise. The good stealth mechanics, the really good story about Naked Snake, how he became Big Boss, and I enjoyed it every one bit of the game. In 2008 we got Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots. It was a really good game with upgraded stealth mechanics and a really good story, and epic boss fights and powerful graphics system for the PlayStation 3 for Metal Gear Solid 4. So in 2008 there was Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. Even though I didn't have a PSP at the time, I played the re-release for the PlayStation 3. So the story was good, the GMP I loved, and the Mother Base system I loved to death. And so, in 2014 we got Ground Zeroes. This is why I want to make this video, to convince you guys to get this game, because all of the reasons I just told today of this video, and I'm really glad that you guys stick through the end. I really appreciate it. And now in 2015 we get Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain. This will be the last Hideo Kojima game, and we don't know when we're gonna see him again. Or the story was good, the graphics were best, the mechanics are awesome. And who knows, we might see a new game in 2016 or 17. Who knows? The endless of possibilities. And I would like to conclude this video by saying thank you for everyone who was supporting for the channel, and not to mention waiting for this video to be released due to trials. This video almost took me a week to edit and sync everything except for the part with Peace Walker. So I would like to say thank you for guys for sticking all the way through, and please watch the end. There's a special treat I would like to give you guys with a Sins of the Father tribute with Metal Gear Solid 5. And I'd like to say thank you guys for supporting. And I also would like to say thank you for Hideo Kojima for everything he has put us through. He gave us hope for the good stealth game in the gaming history with Metal Gear Solid 1, a really excellent game with Metal Gear Solid 3, and the upcoming Phantom Pain. We all cannot wait to play the last game that he will make. We don't know what Konami is going to do with Metal Gear series, but we should just think how Kojima did this. He's going to end the story of Big Boss and how he became old and failed, regretted, and we have to thank him with everything, new life of gaming and everything. So to conclude this video, I'd like to say thank you. As always, share with all your friends, join the Fox Army by subscribing to the channel, and I will see you in the next video, which is the montage.
To revenge, renounce what made words that kill. Would you speak them to me with your breath still? It makes me believe the sins never die. Can't watch the blood of a hand. Let the world
Les enfants terribles, Zero called them.